everyone. An out of body experience of mine on December 19, 2015 completely changed my life. Um, Looking for an answer for that 1 hour 48 minutes that happened in my life has taken me into research and about all kinds of things, right from life after death, reincarnation, quantum physics, quantum mechanics, um, the power of our thoughts, um, subatomic particles, the makeup of our DNA, and a lot of things like this. So, my out of body experience, I think, was meant to come in my life so that I could go deeply into research to understand life and the universe. As I went along and I kept researching, there were a lot of beautiful things happening with me, a lot of manifestations. My thinking changed, my outlook to things changed, my relationships changed, and a lot of other things changed. There were many synchronicities happening in my life, and I can name at least 150 after that. And it's been a beautiful process just getting into research and understanding what exactly we are made of from top to toe. One of the topics I would like to talk about today is I want to demystify the concept of uh, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. This is one topic I really went into the depth of, and anything that I'm going to speak to you here today is part of my research and ongoing research. My research is going to obviously carry on till my grave, that I'm pretty sure of. I've found my calling, and that is my tunnel vision interest in life, to understand life. So, what exactly do we mean when we say we are spiritual beings? According to me, a spiritual being is not if you practice a spiritual practice. Any spiritual practice is not what makes us a spiritual being. Yes, all these practices are wonderful and they take you deeper into yourself, and that is one thing I started taking note of. Every kind of meditation, every kind of spiritual practice makes you shut your eyes and go deeper inside yourself. So I started wondering and questioning. As you know, I'm a very, very curious person. What is this process of going within yourself? I tried shutting my eyes. I've done meditation time and again in life. But I said, I'm not cracking the code. I mean, if just shutting my eyes and clearing my thoughts is what it means to be spiritual, well, let me assure you, it was not happening with me. But one thing I noticed that everyone said, or every practice says, that go within yourself. So I started doing my research about what is this thing called going within yourself. I was amazed with what all I saw and understood. So I said, okay, if I'm going to go within myself, what am I going within into? And then suddenly a light bulb opened up, and I said, oh my God, I am going within, and let me see what I'm actually made up of from top to toe. And I was absolutely blown. Do you know that our body is made up of 100 trillion cells, and that is without your brain. Your brain is made up of 70 trillion neurons. Now, what do I mean by when I say all these things? Let's talk about the cells inside our body. Did you know that each of our cells has everything complete in it? What do I mean by this? Each of your cells has your digestive, your endocrine, your respiratory, and every kind of system, excretory system in it. Each cell is complete in itself. Now that took me by surprise. I didn't know this about myself. Now, all these cells inside your body, they communicate with each other. Do you know how tough it would be that on a daily basis, if you had to think, oh, how is my digestion? And what do I do to make my digestion work? Oh, what do I do to make myself breathe? Each of these 70 trillion cells take care and see that all these processes of yours carry on efficiently on a daily basis without stopping even for a split second in the day. Then I went further and I said, okay, so I do know I have all these cells and they are doing their functions amazingly. But what are these cells like? What do they look like? It's amazing. The cells have a nucleus in it. In your nucleus, you have what is called your DNA. Actually, it's not how we imagine that cells are round and things like that. All these cells are completely shapeless and formless. It is almost like looking at empty space. Let's move forward and go to the brain. Your brain has 70 trillion neurons. Each of all these neurons are communicating with each other. Every time there is any new data coming in, let's say you are learning the art of playing the piano. The moment you start learning, your neurons get information, new data coming in. And the moment this data comes in, loads of your neurons get together, and if you see your brain under an EEG, you actually see that part of your brain firing up, or in other words, lighting up. How is all this happening? What is happening inside our body? Do you know we are almost empty space inside our body? Another point I'd like to make. The cells that I was talking about in our body, we lose